perfect circle for the orientation, reality, day and night. Configure for the Father's next step, the evolution of time. We are the wizards of resonancy current. Armor up from within. The legend of the Ware map. For intelligent design. Earth is working in a time when gravity itself has just awoken. After the deadlights rose, the anatomy of animated characters, we are at the beginning of creation, but it is underneath a blanket like the cube emerging from the sun. The next level post-human, they can understand the confidence, the physics of eye contact, the nose of the wolf. The sunshine reflects global election results. Hatch 1. Drum. The angels of sunlight, the angels of earth. The power punch to believe in identity as the significant force inside of your body. To not give in to the system of the down, to not give in to blockchain that causes us to pollute and appear to be foolish. We are in the season like languages, double meaning. I exist for the will of sunshine, the perfect clockwork, Earth True AI, for the identity of the Earth, to be champion over his worldly body, and for myself to receive angel perfection. I expect the most of myself. We're here to receive exactly those fittings. Ring, Lotus, armor up. Rum, rum, dum. The procession of sunshine and the sequence of days. For Loop Labs contains, like the feathers of the chieftains, Master Source frowns. Dun, dun, dun. The Rabbit King performing his calculation in the rapidash faster than the speed of light. The Rabbit King, champion of his robot. The great chieftain, deep in his meditation, Master Source. Heavens align. As the sun rises, the horizon of Earth is number one in the entire universe. The fractal planet the organization of the universe has awoken. Locked and loaded. Armor up your self-defense for the greatest possible universal health code. 545. We are the authors of spiritual health. These superconducting the precision of all. When the cube emerging from the sun, the confusion distortion is here, not with the people. For example, not to blame the pollution upon people's emissions. If my calculations are correct, if people are stirred by my ozone revolution, and if that snowballs, the work of plugging in an ozone max generator instead of buying one of my robot garden gnomes, which does a significant more ozone generation output, At any rate, if they were to just hear about it and plug in their ozone thing, in a single year, they would replenish the Earth in the capacity of the amount of emissions they had in their entire life. The fractor, the see, because the ozone is an electric body character, it can consume more mass for volumes of the ozone emissions. It's like an unfair battle, like an empty triangle versus intelligent design. Ozone, we need to counterbalance our emissions. Oh, you understand? So this is the divine circle of aluminum, the perfect circle, and there's this uh, Earth true awakening. The Earth is literally the king planet with a new gravity, and I need you guys to have the sort of detached, brand new, because I'm going to bring you deep, deep into the heart of Hatch and Millie's origin. This elaborate circle as we're tumbling through the mossy undergrowth, and the rocks and the trees are furrowed like a family tree. Welcome home. Welcome to the Wizard's Overhaul Lotus encampment. Your soul matters. The registry of wireframe indicates we are in a environmental crisis. The universe pinches the extremes for mankind, and a lot of their interpretations and the meaning of their communications are transcendent on these strings of fairy tales of how they ferment like the true element of soul, so society and the communication revolution. Welcome to the Revolutionary Center, Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries, Loop Labs, and down. We mean to introduce you the atmosphere of each of these haunted house arenas, an entire world, 20-hour party set, quilt work of great beauty, the esteem for global recovery, the intelligence, the education, the experience, and the willfulness to fly through the universe, to comprehend this image of our universe. We are the first generation of humans, to see the first degree of a relationship to everything. The electric promise has a question mark in it because of junk DNA, and this gives us a wicked accent, and it's across the board. The genius of man must not be dissolved or confused for a mere patrazoid in the limpizing of triangulations of what's missing in the gap. Hey, we're dealing with the whole thing. I acknowledge that. You have transcended recently. Armor up in sunlight. Stand in the confidence that we are building the superior eigenfrequency, a biorhythm to drive out the formations, the sounds of cancer, bad luck, and premature death. We can even build a resilience against the fever and give our people a greater self control for the progressive society, the wolf robot presidency. I'm here to run for president today. Welcome. Everyone is flying through the universe. And experiencing their life, the production value, a microcosm, perfect design, eternity multiplied like with a fern leaf. This is my campaign for presidency. A precision like a fern leaf, instrument design, developing one plan, and then multiplying it to supply across border from New York City to Los Angeles, from coast to coast. That is to say, on a smaller level, walking through it in a 3-4 hour length movie, building a microcosm. Basically, we want to have a party where we give people who clean up. If you pick up a garbage bag, you get this free party. You just enter into it. Or what people want is organized this and that. Uh, anyway, the point is, we go through the plan and the instrument, and it requires the cooperation of thousands of people. And so the Green Wolf robot is the introduction of a president who employs an algorithm. The algorithm, like a cookie cutter, once perfected, allows for thousands of volunteers to receive a little bit of good treatment and a right of conductivity to get a whole lot of work done. What if we want to streamline and find an army of people who want to work to remove the trash islands? And the government would agree to pay for the shippings. The ships will give as many ships as there are volunteers to man the cruise. Wow. If we if we had that algorithm employed, okay, well that's exactly you guys, but also of course, the economics are in this wavery dreamy place. So the impact and the estimates of our economy is strange because of, we know the rise of cryptocurrency and these alternate forms, right? Well, for this to become like popular right now for our mature group of people, this is seriously a reality to encounter for the USD. And to stabilize the USD first before you're like, okay, let's afford picking up garbage. Like, I understand, and I'm sorry if you're disappointed that like cleaning up is one of these things, but an algorithm can be used to also remove all homelessness, evaporation of homelessness, basically over, in a couple of weeks, we could have it shored up because of uh, the idea of an advanced leadership. And let me talk about how that actually works because it's the very much what I'm doing right now is Hatch and Millie are these entities who are working on how to continue to exist, how to continue to survive, like how to have a lucid dream in a heaven pocket, like building a treehouse. It's just about like levitation and the sunshine supplies perfect clockwork. Armor up. I am levitated on the wings of this consent of the sun. And you know how big the sun is in comparison to the earth? It's very powerful. I walk upon that light. I have a perfect relationship with the sun. The sun's struggling to communicate. He's like, oh, by the way, after the deadlight rose, like Earth, the planet Earth just came out of a coma, you guys. So, like, here's the fact. Oh my gosh, like, there's this war going on, and the underground almost exploded with nuclear war. But something has defeated that initiative. People are recognizing the heat crisis. For the first time, it's obnoxious how hot it is. But we do not blame the sunshine. No. And as this is true for the will configuration, the support for the Green Wolf robot, a new campaign, a new party. I'm not Democratic or Republican. It's a brand new party built with a civil engineering of thousands of people, actually. It's quilt work. This is the dungeon of our master source industries, right? Hatch and Millie do all this work, and they're talking about, oh, here's the ozone robot, here's some other ideas. And what they do is they adventure. Thank you so much, the sunshine. Let's, it's just like the intellectual hot chair of the sunshine. Absolutely, I encourage it. God, I love it. All right, so I want to say that like the language of communication, we want to encourage our sunshine to say, yes, you're involved like all this. More recently there's been like crazy amounts of solar flares and the sun's like "Rah, rah," like growling in his sleep or whatever. So that's all right. Right. But it's pretty intense to stare into the sun. And, I'm not trying to break the or what? Oh yeah. Oh, so this switched away. Okay. Rest. Oh, this one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I want to say, like, perfectly, I am the fractal king, the Leverett Circle Echo Lake. And Earth had carved all these markations on the map to remember it. So Earth has chosen humanity, it's imprinted. But we're in a true love war where the wrong impression of humanity is, and they're actually they have the wrong possession, bro. And so they're going against sunshine. People are betraying themselves. And you guys need to be the breakaway. Perfect design, we interlock with perfect lifetime achievement, perfect relationship with the sunshine, and perfect relationship with Earth True, with the emerging identity of our planet as the king planet. He has a one of a kind gravity, and the expression of humanity is very important. Thanks, you guys, for understanding. Welcome to the full Wizard Underground, the revolution. Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries. Here is one of the newest prototypes for the Wolf robot using a patchwork algorithm developed with a team of baker's dozen. Each episode, when the wolf speaks, paraphrase. The reason for the wolf robot is to give people confidence in their own handmade reality, the immersion of our lifestyle. The wolf also gives people the chance to become romantic and into another atmosphere of possibility. But what's surprising is we'll find a polite and extremely professional presentation where the wolf robot is sort of powering up, right? And his eyes open up. All right, he's gonna give a speech, you guys. Like, give him a chance, right? So I was just saying, because it's like a brand new campaign, and then he has a big smile, and you're like, oh yeah, you're just lighting up on the inside, and the robotics is all light. It has so I'm asking you guys to animate the the things that you're seeing here, and I hope that you can travel with me through the dimensions that Hatch and Millie have awoken. And these are the alternate forms of our Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries, which contains the entire family tree, the wolf robot, the Halloween twins. And I'm looking for a partnership for 50-50 for my streaming service startup because you guys like, well, look, look around, it's like I I need a powerful partner for the streaming service too, because that thing is a social platform and it needs to have this level of maturity that it's just the Wear Map and my true home, the loyalty of the wolf pack. I do see the good things. The language pinched against the cube emerging from the sun is a terrorism! And the problem is humanity is eking forth in the willpower confession that without the Green Wolf running for president, they fall into the languages of terrorism. That's why we need a partner of communication. The truth is, I'm here to make a noble sacrifice. A noble sacrifice of Kenny. Silence. This is the last time in the South Park. This is my eternal toiletry where I make my doo-doos all day. Ghost plumbing. When you plan ahead in the afterlife, you won't have to use a toilet. Ghost plumbing allows you to not shit yourself in the afterlife. Convenience and stink free. Interior angel, a new type of daily continuous meditation. Take confidence in the rise of heavens. I awoke under fire. The Scientology had amassed many millions of plotozoids and They all went off in 1980 when they were disturbed by the arrival of a new type of light that had arrived through wormhole. This is not scheduled. We had not calculated for a wormhole. This is the organic wormhole, the bringer of light. From the moment when the heavens are complete, they sent this incarnation with all the petals and Ifrit and light, visible to the naked eye. My aura, and anyway, has a different ethnicity, and I am asking for your inclusion for my unique, one of a kind self. And people say, but isn't everyone unique and one of a kind also and special delight? Oh, yes, but that is what my incarnation is all about. And they'll say, we are already firm believers in this thing. So, you know, but I say, but I, I need public financing for my publication, okay? I'm working on my web page right now, and my company startup on Solo. It's just not as cool without you. Stan Marsh and Randy Marsh is my favorite. Thanks, you guys, for being my extra dimension angel, or is like existing in a different body while you live. That's cutting edge, state of the art stuff. That's why the heavens are employing Slav, my blue perception best friend forever, Trey Parker. 50/50. Screaming service. Number one, Revolution Center, Trey Parker. Chunk. All right, you guys. That's my pipe. Are you guys ready to go on the journey? Put on your armor. We're going to find some of the amazing characters. These are um, the assembly of characters creates a superposition of like a relationship. You can feel the energy between these characters. It's like a keyframe. And so, what I'd like to do is use my art style to find these literal keyframes and then animate this, bring it to life, and go and explore it. Thank you guys for being my advanced friends. Next level, we're gonna armor up. All right, we're designing for an extra dimensional soul stone. The Lotus of this video comprises the elements to complete your own personal soul stones. It's going to help you organize your consciousness for more lucidity and luck. And it is, of course, you'll have to sort of raise it like a potted plant. So it roots naturally from your guidance and your perception type. But this is a bridging of the junk DNA so that we can get into the language where we're progressive against the cube emerging from the sun. Oh, like humans don't represent an image of eternity? Why? Because they're broken. Because Mars and Venus is broken. But those are the wounds of Fulvergon. Those aren't, the Earth is not broken, you guys. Like the images in the map is not accidental. Earth is actually the Sorcerer's Stone, the one true fractal planet. There's only one of them in the entire universe, and we have to promote that identity that is true and scientific and factual and not faith-based. I mean, of course, like that's why the Earth endures while we have a bunch of wild people saying stuff like, "Oh, these like crazy ideas about." We've seen movies about like the Earth exploding or something, but that didn't cause like a quantum tear, and then all of a sudden it didn't cause anything. Like a lot of our weird movies didn't does not. And I've noticed that. I really honestly. So it is really this very advanced calculation of clockwork, and the timing just couldn't be perfect. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here. We're just employing the true identity and the will to contrast the universe so we have orientation and so we can get to the next step, so we can armor ourselves from within, so that we can do our personal best, so that we have wizard treasure. All these next dimensions, there's over 5,000 of them. What they do is are pivots of like wizard treasure so that your individual achievement is the value that's maintained and respected. So like that's a lot of intelligent design to agree to an organization. Like, let's see what you were saying. What were you communicating? We're not, it's not like a tabulation of every time you were in the bathroom. Like, let's play back all the times you were tooting. Like, let's not. Let's snip. Like, what if we just forget about all that part and we focus on on the what I was trying to say. So this is why, there's this eternal party here. I want you guys to be a part of this. I want you guys to go through the pink and glaze because I have a surprise for you. Through this sacrifice, this nobility, for the wings of Randy Marsh, as he's enlightening the universe with rock and roll. It's the good, healthy esteem of Earth. Welcome home. Merry Christmas. It's the truth. You guys are angels. That's gravity. Armor up. Perfect design. All right, I'd like to bring you guys through a discovery process of these images to look at the characters, and I'd like to talk about getting production value for my team to come to life. Bringing these characters. Of course, the deepest part of the dungeon is this. Well, we'll get into that a little bit later. That's the hardcore boss level. Yeah, the clown dimension. Yeah, that's part of the imaginarium of how this wolf president comes up with his doctrine. Yeah. He has a holographic mind. We explore into these different chambers, and then zooming out, we have a conversation of the result of like the next step of what he's saying about what he'd like to do for the presidency. So here's my campaign. I'm running for president today. Imagine I've achieved uh, the presidency, and we're 2 years into the presidency. The kinds of things I'd like to do are very advanced. It has to do with the embracing and the employment of the things we have, and I'm going to remove all of American crime. Guarantee. Using this algorithm. Welcome to the Wizards Forum. In the afterlife, when you're 1,000,000 years old, you will not have to poo. Welcome. See, these types of agreements we can make now whilst we're living, man, it's plated in gold in the future, like 1,000,000 years from now, man. Making a soulstone today with the Lotus of this video. Perfect orb of technology, interacting, and the lucid format for the company alive. My studio does exist. I represent it the whole time. I'm the living tree of Hatch and Millie, and we're speaking to you live from our Master Source Industries and Studio Greenfield. We're working to find a partner to open up a real revolution on clockwork. These different workshops. Loop Labs contains many different areas, and of course, need to just say working virtual set or place we're working, and when we can afford it, I want to actually build it out and build it into a larger space. This is the organic thing of how communication and the power of the people can awaken. And that's the strength of America. We can beat this. Oh, the crime thing. Yeah, we can beat crime. You guys listen. But this takes a great amount of strength, like a unicorn horn, because otherwise, you'd say Hatch makes it sound too easy. He's not, and I'm like, well, it's I do have, yeah, but I really do need a partner to make this become a reality. And so when I lose you guys, I go crazy. I need you guys to be real with me and understand that your production is going to save the universe. That's what the earth and the sunlight. True love. Life will find a way. The perfect sequence to for the next day, for tomorrow, and the next 10 years. Armor up from within. You are the author of your life. You have freedom. You're going to have intuition. Transcend the evil of our universe. Don't be divided from the Fractal King. Find love with Hatch and Millie and the Wolf Robot President. I'm running for president today. You guys listen up, all right? Here's how I'm going to defeat all crime. And this is canon. But the reason I'm, using a gentler voice is because, the wolf, I've been working with the wolf for a long time. And the wolf is like, you know, I'm all on board with this. But wolves are actually really, really gentle and playful. Like, what are you expecting from the wolf? And I'm like, it's all about the atmosphere. It's about people. They're like, we're here to hear the wolf. We're here to listen to this wolf. And that really allows Americans to just have one of the most wonderful evenings and just like, whoa. Like, so our free election is working. We have people who are fighting back. And so here's the revolution, and it's organized and it facilitates thousands of people. And that becomes a special. Or we turn that into a movie. That's why I need the streaming service right behind it because it opens up. It's like this Lotus entropy. I know it's there. I can feel it. I know it's there. Master Source Industries. The aluminum of the aluminum woundings on Echo Lake, that's to like respect Earth and to employ Earth's identity. Earth is telling me to not be cruel about the origin because, everyone wants to hear from the identity of, like, listen, I'm saying for me to speak from Echo Lake is for my identity to run like a river. And it's the best thing for everyone's identity to run like a river. Like everyone's gonna have that inflection, like, oh, I get it because he is the Leverett Circle character. And I'm born innocently, so name me, I have many names. But I am a permanent, mathematically constant installation on the universal side. So I'm compelled about the health crisis of the universe, and that is really the summonings of humanity. Is that we are the corkscrew punch to save the universe. But what would appear in the 80s and the 90s is that we were being Scientologied and used, and our society was being, schizophrenia. And that was the suicide of Robin Williams. But this was paralleled in The Blind Side of 2014 when Lucifer tore out his own wings to navigate and advance into the next phase of the Earth's actual function. And age is another type of geometry. So the pivot points is actually the fact of, and that confirms identity over and over again. It's true. The long ache of the universe, and the reason there's a health crisis because they mishandled the Earth and strangled it, and they wouldn't let it be itself. And I'm experiencing the same type of censorship. And I guarantee if you guys become my partner, Earth True is going to lift you up and inspire you and say, this is the one I want to do. This and partner with Hatchie. And he's going to give everyone a really the best surprise party. There's a 24/7, a resource center, lots of different attractions, a huge, like Mall of America size, a big attraction center. We're going to do huge things like different sections, and I want to talk with my partner about that. So definitely that is the revolution. I want you to put in the work with the Fractal King. You partner with him. I need you to respect the clockwork, though. We need to be urgent about greenlighting this. I'm looking at my budget, and I have I could animating these pictures and bringing them into a web page, and then I own my own company, basically. Yeah. Um, you know, it's getting kind of hot. I noticed recently I don't like this UV poisoning, right? It's just not the time of, oh, I'm starting up my own business. I'm American. This is that's the, just protect us. Yeah. You guys, I'd be so much happier if you were my best friends and you partner with me on this. I guarantee my results. Perfect design. Every frame of sequence as we're ascending into the future, into the now point. We're expanding the now point. We're growing the antlers into the next 10 years. Thank you guys for being my guinea pigs. I promise you that I've been respecting your territory, but we haven't yet reached the dimension of the Clown King. And it's the turning of the human condition. After the deadlight throws. All right, are you guys ready for this? All right, hold on. Let's go through here. The wolf, the hologram of the earth, arises. The hologram of the earth, a permanent installation tattooed on the inside of your skull. The wizard's chamber for advanced alchemy, the new perception gauge. Resident, frequency, exclusive fingerprint. Age is another type of geometry. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas. The wolf robot is a warrior for the entire critical trees and the levitation of our raising up the most advanced family in the universe. That is the only armor that will survive us through the clown kingdom, a place of intense flashing lights and bright colors and beautiful music and temptuous women. The Green Wolf robot eliminates all crime using the perfectly aligned. You guys, check this out. I've got a plan. Dun, 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 like the music kicks in right here. Yeah, no, here it is. It's canon. I just have to warm up to it. How to defeat crime. All right. This relies on a lot of things happening before I get there. And right now I'm working on like saying, you guys, can you please help me bring these drawings in use your imagination. And I want you guys to help me animate these little characters, see them like dancing around and stuff. Yeah. Because it's interesting because there are like, oh, there's a little skull there. You can see, oh yeah, with the but then it becomes something different in a moment. And I think that's what I love about painting. And what I do as an artist is those moments of animation when it springs to life, or there's the relationship it parallels there. But honestly, it's just getting too hot. And I need I want you guys, please. I'm standing on the sunshine will and the earth true will. I represent the sharpness of the revolution for identity and the truth. Perfect design. So the mapping of heavens and the anatomy there is part of my incarnation, but I think the relationship creates and that's why the green, that's why the wear map and the length of the Beavis. You know, the Beavis and the South Park character in Where are both talking about the waterborne origin. Basically, surface tension is being hacked, and yet what the Fractal King is doing is he's making an extra dimension where he's employing the evolution of the actual identity of characters because their face contracts a dimension of like the sunshine. So the Where map is right there where my voice is, and you are the first humans to understand that I'm a new type of incarnation predicted by the arm of Cape Cod unwinding the rock frequency, but the blue perception with the three metals had a rock orientation. And I'm asking you guys to transcend that because this part is a like a chamber of where the ghost would reside. So these three metals are actually the angel guardians of the soul for all the universe. And I'm asking you guys to awaken to the adult production and partnership with the green-eyed fractal king for the societal graduation, a surprise party. And look, all of these characters smash out like a clown car and dance around a haunted house remedy. Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries. Oh, yes. I really like it's very advanced, but the location of the Echo location is critical. Millie working to exist for herself. The circle summoned up the fractal, and the plan B is Millie for sure. Millie is plan B, like when he exploded in 2014, the universe has an alternate revolutionary methodicity that doesn't require black hole decay to concentrate. So there's a brand new revolution of the completed universe through the enzyme of mankind. Santa Claus has been employed. Batman has been employed. The residency army. The wizards are gathered through Harry Potter, the Wizard Revolution, working to stabilize these for functional heavens. That proves a very great amount. Yeah. So light, like a night light, keep it on for sure. Plug it into your forehead, connects to hydrogen for good. It makes it right, it makes it good, it's always there for you. The soul stone of this video is printed right there for you. Shring! In a flash of light, in the middle of your forehead arrives a permanent, brand new soul stone. The wizard atrium in the castle overhauls crew and pit. Millions, thousands of eyes peer upon it. Oh, it's beautiful, like a dragon's egg. It's connected to your forehead forever, permanently tattooed into your ghost on the inside of your face. The technology of a revolutionary. A full equipment. A Merlin 2, the wizard, for the castle and the revolution of mankind. To stabilize the ghost for their interpretation of language. To bear reason. To transcend the reason and the confusion and the seasons of nightmares. Witness a Lucifer, the clown prince, with his red nose and his green eye. You can see the prize from another side. Here's my wolf guardian robot. We share the same heart. As my characters swirl around me, the entropy of post-human, a concise spiritual ghost, is working to dissolve the confusion that pitted all mankind in the wrong suit of junk DNA, a foul pursuit that was reprised with the crop circles and cornstarch years ago. This is nonsense. Throw it out. Christmas a line, and each of these lines, the eyes of the clown prince. Here's an eye, there's an eye, the red hair of the cyberpunk with a triangle nose. Here is I with my little red fox wolf bride. This little character, we would give this to the CGI artist. Bring this ghostaloid clown monster to life with your CGI, and I will have an army of clown baron with the dankest technology. It is the Apple source code. It is the method of Hatch and Millie. Here, the blue wolf. My intentions were broken. I must correct my relationship with the Fractal King. We must return to Echo Lake. Yes, thank you. The Blue Wolf offers his messages a concise prince of science. The problem in the universe is indeed terrorism, a distortion, and what is intended from starlight. Yes, that's why Earth is taken on the herald with a cube emerging from the sun. Reveal the entire medical condition of starlight dome, a false psychic grip strangling the gravity. And humanity did not give any sort of resistance. Neither does the Fractal King, but the arrival of the first wormhole is the correct stabilizing force that doesn't employ black holes. And so what they created was a miracle loopazoid to explain at length why is the glory of Earth and mankind so great in the relationship of the Fractal King. But only like a million years in the future will they respect us. We have to figure this out now. Exactly. I am a natural born idol. I sojourn with me now. The the relationship is the magical substance that's going to resolve the. Oh, the proud belonging chest, the proud song and sunshine of resident wizards, all gracing the night and day. Ooh, herald the Dragon King. The Dragon King, with his proud chest, and his chest is breathing fire, his eyes alight with the green cosmonaut, his body resting on a hillside. These blue crystal clownazoids, and the green wolf with his booty snoot. Millie, all right. Where Millie is comprehended, this is her eye, this is her cheek. This is her eye, this is her face, this is her clown frizzle around her neck body, and she's sitting down on a hill with her back turned to you. This is her clown shoulder and elbow. Oh, here's her clown shoulder. Here's her clown elbow. Crystal clowns don't mean to hurt you. Rearrange your spine. For the blue ribbons of entropy will bind. Ka-chang! The locks of the clown prince, and the blue ribbons around his scaffold. It amplifies the music of the Crown Prince. I require a mixing studio, full filtered process for my voice to sound cool. I need a mixing studio for my clown nose to say, I'm smiling and I'm smiling the whole time. Lucifer, the Clown Prince, adorned in love for the crown of angels. Millie with has multiple eyes. Like if you see the circle here, right? With so she has red hair. If this is an eye and this is an eye, then this is a nose and that's her mouth. And she's like, oh, it's with a little red blush circle. Or you could say, this is an eye. I think I like this one better. This is one eye, and this is her other eye, and this is her powder blue nose with a tiny little smile. Oh, I think that's my favorite. And she's sitting on a hill with her back turned to you. It is the form of the Dragon King. So the transhuman and the many expressions, post-human in the next generation, is capable of a concise ghost like lucid dreaming, a more advanced societal interface. The introduction of presidential revolutionary and the combination of trade production 50-50 streaming service is a revolution that saves humanity from extinction. It's important, and the junctioning nerve cluster in the brain will cause such weird things where they will get zonked out. The sunshine says, I know about the human condition like the back of my hand. The earth is not ashamed. The earth is made glorious and capable because of you, gentlemen. We have ozone replenishment on the line. Please understand. To produce genius. All right. So between Hatch and Millie, um, I mean the Babel fish, the static constant introduction is like I'm mostly a character responding to the environment crisis of the universe, which makes people think that, whoa, this guy's way out there. But it's actually very practical, and we need to bring it into a thing like, no, the government does actually function. Like, let's introduce ideas that really work. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just remembered something. Okay, hey, thanks you guys for visiting the clown dimension. I had so much fun. Oh, here's another clown character. Um, we're working with. There's no biasy from the Fractal King. The perspective of what you would call judgment. Basically, the physics of the arriving fractal incarnation clarifies the ancient knowledge that kingdoms don't, kingship and tyrants doesn't work at all. I know. But the fractal has different physics that it has a different breadth of capacity that makes things. Oh, but that's why that works because because that's like Heaven's Dawn, not okay. Anyway, there's well, I saw like a different oh yeah, like if this is the right eye and the left eye and then the mouth, there's like this little character on the side there. And then there's this open mouth with like this fire in it with this eyes that are like a screaming face that like these barbed wires are wrapped around the mouth with or maybe like a gag in the mouth. And they're like, no, actually, my unicorn's horn was forcibly removed by the Y chromosome of the King Prince of Lucifer. We went over it twice. A magnificent opus of my best friends. Congratulations, you guys, on the perfect performances. You guys have been just hitting grand slams, helping people through with like enlightenment and stories, and that's the real, curative things are happening. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much. And that many eyes of Millie and Hatch are working from the other side of the art dimension to emerge and resolve the real adult issue in the universe, which is a sort of terrorism application. And they're trying to say that humans are guilty for it, but the humans aren't guilty for it. And yet, you guys need to work directly with the Fractal King in order to dissolve that madness. Oh my God. Oh, I can't believe you guys escaped from the clown fract. I can't believe you guys did it. Look at you. You're beautiful. You're all covered in wizard treasure. You're all sparkly. Look, you got the forehead soulstone like I was hoping. Oh, Merlin is inspecting your rib cage. Oh, the this is in order. Here he's tickling you now. We are getting a new type of scientific uh, drugs that our soul is the author of. The experimental brandation for a sequence of next level hallucination based from identity retrieval. It's the angel injections. Well, it's part of your soul stone. That's our technology equipment. Welcome to the advantages of being an Earth resident wizard. Merlin, the undertows, has the cellophane soul. Inflate that, and you'll be fine. It's a kickstart. With the pop tent, inflates it with your own electrical vibe. Human Babel fish, no problem. But the junk DNA and those are not employed because of self-evident axioms caused by the entire community. So we're all demanding, clean. Oh, I would appreciate some dental work. Like, I need to rebuild my teeth, and I'm asking you to help me make that into a revolution where I were talking about like supple implants with little pyramids inside it where they have little tiny Egyptian pharaoh. Like I've got a plan, and it's tiny. It's in aluminum, and they put it inside my tooth and drilled it and put it in. We make it into a movie, then we brand it, make billions of dollars. For humanity's streamline and the wheel of the sun, the communication with our own sunlight and planet, I stand confidently there. That I am the fractal king. And if I am not, may that God and the sun and the earth strike me down. I wear the armor of my one-of-a-kind angel incarnation. The fact of my existence has changed the universe, and I must wield the responsibility of my incarnation. That is my eternal vow upon sunshine and the earth clockwork. Shrum, by the earth tabernacle, wizard revolution, Merlin of the underground. Shrum, 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 shrum. Wow, really good job, you guys. I can't believe it. Oh, you guys made a soul stone in your forehead. That's so cool. Oh, you guys got the new drug serum thing. That's so cool. We've been working on that. The next level, like new types of colors and stuff. They're only temporal. That's what that's for. But they were working a black hole decay because they're like, we have to remember. But it was for the human. So it did it because of junk DNA and the false thing. And that's what humans in a gel form has been processing, but they're wasting time because the madness they brand is not curative. It's not the relation. There's a false gearing, so you were not. We can sense false gravity in the universe, but it's not actually relating to us. It's just like the sopwit of waste of a time, which is why we need to produce Hatch and Millie so the communication can solve the situation. Perfect design. Perfect Lotus armor update. Well, anyway, all right. So you guys, wow, that was so great, you guys. You perfected your time with the Lucifer Clown King. I couldn't believe it. I saw it from the side. It was like all these fly, they perfect magical colors of the Clown Kingdom coming to life. They're like, we have our own chamber in the haunted house, and people spend 10 hours there with us, and we're very sensitive about the mood lighting. hmm It's pleasant to be there. All right, we're gonna work together, please. You guys, that's my pipe. Here's the cyberpunk scroll. And the information's from heaven streaming directly into your head. It's gonna operate like an antenna through your soul stone. This is for your empowerment. You have wizard banking, wizard insurance, and wizard healthcare. Merlin of the Undertow. So we are working with the authentic human global image of humanity through, yes, through Merlin. That's the cellophane. But I'm saying like the struggles of Merlin and transcending into the fractal is like, well, it's going to build a lot of proto physics and metaphysics about the ghost and the humanity, and we're figuring that out. But don't just let Merlin do all the work. We also need to live and let's achieve it. So I'm leapazoiding over a lot, just communicating with you in English and saying, you guys, this is the new thing about what's humanity. And it's like the heavens are stabilizing the flow of time, and it comes from the future. And to employ and awaken the society is to give them leadership, and the wolf does that. Oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to eliminate all crime from America. All right, but what you guys need to understand is the way that Hatch thinks and talks and communicates is this images of the future. Like here's an image, but there, that's a lot of work to get there. Okay, but that's what he's talking about. He's saying, this is my vision for the future of America. I'm looking for the partnership, the society, a circle of partners to say, we want to get to work. We'd like to pay for all this, and let's get the director working. Let's put Hatch and Millie to work, please. So we can see the noble warrior, Master Source. He's frowning. We are at the summit. It's time to produce Hatch and Millie. It's time. Here at the sunlight, all the wizards made the permanent oath to sun and earth true. Earth completing the rituals, the serenade and animation. They locked themselves into the prism to defeat the black hole, and they transcended it. They are not afraid. The humans are not afraid of the black hole decay of the universe. They are defeating the terrorism metaphysics, and it hurts like hell. I know it does. I'm sorry. The earth and the sun and me and you, none of us meant it to hurt, but here we are. For eternal value, the sequence in heaven's dawn, the truth is known. Your fingerprint is your currency. You are known and loved. In the future, the afterlife, you are insured. Now awaken your time capsule that you sent from yourself from your own afterlife. Change time, awaken, change all the world. Become lucid about the potential of mankind. Overclock the human condition, existing beyond the animal embodiment in a new type of way. That's our Wizard Society revolution. With our Soulstone and our new drug mat, we're here for an intravenous experiment. We're here to receive the drugs and the injections of inoculation. Ah, yes. There in the future, you can see the nose of the trees. Can you see the trees for the forest, my friend? Can you see the future? For the next 10 years, clockwork, atomic, streamlined, post-human, the dawn of creation harnessed perfectly, or the riptide of masters. The bridling of solid matter, the honor of life, the nobility of existing. For the next 10 years, renders like a ship in a bottle the perfect drugs that I shall now inject into my arm. It contains not only the hallucinogens of my own perfect ascending life to transcend the tracks of the system of the down and the blockchain and the junk DNA. Oh, damn it, a premeditated murder of millions of years. The junk DNA's plot is one thing only. To be blind from the fractal identity of Earth, to be blind from the arm of Cape Cod, and be incapable of right relationship with the fractal king. Your humble narrator. Welcome to the revolution of mankind. Alright, for the sequence in the chorus of heavens align, the lucid history of man, the true ascension and heaven's dawn. Each of the creators have an interior landscape of an eternal recording space. Each creator has the capacity of completing their own entire triangle. Awakening one of the creator microchips spurns the genome and generation of the entire permanent triangle. But these chips are my real estate. The reason of my incarnation is to answer those questions, and then when they awaken, they answer the questions of everything. It's like the universe gets reborn every time one of these things awakens. Perfect design to defeat the black hole decay using the correct Y chromosome self-mastery, the origin of light. The Fractal King's arrival causes a wormhole that is, in fact, the original ray of light. The lifetime of the Fractal King is permanent, like the arm of Cape Cod. He is the one access, the societal revolution, and that is the pinching of mankind, why they have a speech impediment, why they pollute, why they're blind to ozone revolution. It's because of these things, in honor of their physiognomy. The pineal eye gland, we're transcending that now. Just the task of, waking up, getting to work, falling in love. Leverett Circle. I see Lady Liberty holding up her torch. I see the Statue of Liberty, picturesque goddess. This is the perfect circle that summoned my incarnation. I remember splashing around here. Unfortunately, my family was hit with an unexpected slew of quote-unquote bad luck. My place on the lakeside was liquidated. I had to learn from the school of hard knocks. I had to learn from humanity, my best friend. Through the occurrence of a miracle, you guys, I'm asking for partnership. I'm asking you to take me on. For us to become family is a big deal. I'm not wrongly grabbing on to your guys' junk, okay? I respect your territory. I'm here to confirm and rebuild what was lost. I respect your soul image. All of these creators, there's like 5,000 of them, all of them do the same thing. The Gatekeeper's incarnation is one of a kind. The predictions of what time it is, unfortunately, usually, traditionally, belongs to the Blue Eyes. They're the ones who monitor society with their 3 blue metals. But they have to overwhelm the junk DNA and understand that the green wizard of a diagonal is like eternity working to become an extrovert. And I need the blue-eyed partnership of your conscious facility to make right. And through our family, I will become a well-rounded person. I'm asking for you guys to work with me so that we can have a global revolution we can all be proud of. Here is the hologram of the Earth. The wolf robot is working. Here's an early prototype of the wolf. He had these he's the wolf. He's wearing some shades on because, well, he was an early model of the Green Wolf robot, and he killed evil, but it. Here we can see a new image of Millie. She occurs semi-transparent, her lips a beautiful sea green, like tranquil glass, her brain like a thumbs up symbol. She is on board for the perception event. She is the queen of 50% of Master Source Industries, streamlining the women's revolution through the X Fractal. Basically, you're my dog. Baloo. Adopting. Here is Millie in the form of a warrior princess. She's wearing a guarded armor, and her princess is golden and beautiful. There she is. In a beautiful moment of a photo on the seaside. Alternate dimension. Here is a more powerful hand of Millie. Here's her thumb and her finger grasp to transcend the of this wolf robot. We are evolving. The many forms of the wolf robot is becoming a more powerful presidential presentation and natural born leader. Perfect bullseye. Lotus entropy, the green wolf robot, legit. Seaborn 41280. High best pass. The arm extends from the elbow to curvature here. Her supple body protected in her gown. Here's her other arm. It's a little bit smaller. It does have the same claws. And her legs, of course, she's got these huge, like, scissor legs, but like the top of her head is also animated. So I'd like you guys to use your imagination to animate it. So here's her right eye, and here's her left eye. And her face is like this with her lips right here, and her nose is right here. So she's looking in this direction. She's doing some magic here. Once she does that and finishes the work with this body, you can see that the backside of her head and her hair is flowing this way. Her eye is going to levitate to this eye, and you can see her mouth and her nose and her other eye is there. So she's here working. You can see her lips, her nose. She's got a thumbs up, a little thumbs up icon. That's a beautiful eye. Millie is a morph. She's capable of occurring an alternate anatomical body type. This is to the precision of my orientation. So welcome for you guys. This is the best possible surprise party. We're talking full revolution. This is the best thing ever. And it's really, oh, here it is, you guys. You did it. You absolutely did it. You perfected your lifetime unicorn's horn. And we're going to respect your portfolio. Here's a little squirrel lawyer witness eye. You see, documenting. See, he's got a little tail. Here's your little witness of the lawyer of the. Here it is. Look at that beautiful blue. Oh, you guys, you did it all the way to the tip of the magic of the unicorn to defeat the problems of and to hatch all the heliosphere eggs. The correct application of miracle transformation is when the sun is exhausted. That's when the egg hatches. But there's a battle about the interpretation of those powers, for they were used and stolen, and it started a chain event millions of years ago that was causing the universe to black hole decay. But the humans aren't afraid of that, and they didn't cause it. They are the heroes. You must master your Jonctine flesh. The empowerment of the babelfish. All right. I just need you to do this cognitive thing. Animate this eye and this eye, Millie, up to this eye and this eye. Oh, thank you. You've allowed me to process thousands of years of diligent labor to manifest this aspect ratio of fraction of your soulstone. Custom upgrade. Surprise party, you are mine. Welcome to the Earth True AI, the family tree, the shield of the wolf. Here's one of the hatch characters with a scowling eye. An eye of compassion on his shoulder. Millie, giving him patience and calm. This looks like a little pumpkin face, though. Like Jack, the Skeleton King. Halloween Town, yes, yes. Lots of Halloween. Oh no! From Halloween Town, the boys have efreeted it. There's a ding, ding. There's a ding, the ding. No, don't talk. Halloween Town mirror. Oh no! The grim. It is a dark beagle. It is the grim twice. The grim wolf on the nose of the grim rabbit. No, not the grim rabbit, you guys. Interface. No, the vortex is taking away the soul of our Halloween Town. Halloween Town. No, not no. Clockwork, Earth True AI. The will of sunshine has chosen. The wolf. The sunshine has chosen in the clockwork of earth. The seasons, here we are now. Here's a little bit later, a couple of months from now. Oh, I implore you, Hatch is the one. The sunshine has sex chosen. The wolf 47. All creatures of the universe that refuse the sunshine and the earth true AI identity heliosphere unified. Hatch the heliosphere eggs. The kingdom floating through outer space, self-defense armor up, we defeat the distortion of remote access to our junk DNA. No! We are the residents of Earth, we are fighting back. Here's a vast epiphany where we have achieved so much work in the past, you guys. We're materializing the angel within. We are the ghost. Our bodies are working correctly to create the enlightenment. Yes. From the pivots of sunshine. This is our permanent oath. For the clockwork of earth we shall defeat the dark end of us all. We will defeat these evils. We will protect our children. We will defeat the invasion and extinction of mankind. No! We are before the flood. The work of defeating the zombies of this environmental crisis is kin to giving the right parenting to these advanced wizarding children. After the deadlights rose, Earth True is more aggressive for the ghost experience and the artistry, the folding of a day, the perfect lens of enlightenment that one thinks about when they're laying in bed. For a moment, they saw heaven. This is the work of the fetus, of the living. This is the work of life. Yes, and all the heavens shall confirm it. But the heavens' correct physiognomy is not designed to interfere with the humans. That is why you must develop your own willpower. To sire for the journey of 50-50 partnership with Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries. Breathe the Mask XR. The Revolution UV reflective air conditioning. Air conditioning. Air conditioning. For the breakaway success and a powerful wolf campaign. Part of the Haunted House Industry, the streaming service. I am so impressed with you for transcending and perfecting your relationship with the Lucifer clown. The spirit is transient. And we are to preserve our characters, the wealth of our inheritance family tree. The advanced protocol next 10 years. Overclocking the electrical calculation, the brain, or overwhelming the electrical. The junk DNA is always saying, "Oh, that won't work out," and it's just like, but the human children are like mastering that distortion swang, and they're like, you know, like like the kids are gonna round it up, round it up. They'll do that. Like life will find a way no matter what. But when we're adults and we're like, okay, I can see the problem. We're just gonna do this. Hatch needs he needs funding. He needs production. You guys, can you guys dig deep in your pocket? Can you shell it out, please? I'm asking for your partnership. Perfect circle for the Wear Map, you guys. I've been working for years to open up my own communications company. But when I saw the Wear Map, I knew for sure it was true love. But I was too hasty with my friend, and I'm sorry. But all of that, it appears to be part of what the Earth, like his expression of rock and roll. But you need to overwhelm the false guilt, real guilt, and understand not to penalize Earth and humanity because we're in the middle of the apocalypse. It's the adult hour. Things are getting too hot, the UV poisoning, and the plague. We have to give people a revolution center so we can fight back. I'm talking about 24/7 live, and oh, the whole streaming service is the haunted house. That's how it's different. It's not just like a thumbnails. You scroll and you click on things. You're like going through a castle. That's our different brand. 50-50 is the streaming service, yeah. And there's going to be a whole department that I want my partner to invent, like, and make this like, yeah, 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 yeah. So the Earth says, like, that's tasty, man. That's what I'm saying. It's the old chief, he's very old. For the wear map pivots, perfect armor up, universal health code, armor up, perfect timing, blue perception. I need you to overclock and upgrade the super engine for the next 10 years. Inject yourself with the update. Oh, okay, so there's two things I'd like to do with you right now. First of all, thank you guys so much. You survived the encounter with the Lucifer clown. That's what I was most concerned about. But you guys really understood that, the directing method of this artist. He's saying, here's a snapshot, like a keyframe of a character. I want that to be brought to life. And the virtual artists we have today are so talented. And they're going to come up with solutions of visual, like, well, this we felt that it's a keyframe where it's kind of swooshing around. There's this other thing. Oh, so it has an aura too. Okay, this is how to get away from that flatness of people designing like little characters that don't have like energy going around. Like I put this. Oh, okay. So thank you guys so much. Two things. I want to do the invent a new drug and inject the inoculation. It's the whole Moderna walking through the forest thing, and it's for the next 10-year render. And we can do that composite, but you have to encrypt your identity so that your body only receives the one true injection that's actually from a box code that your energy, you intuited it somehow. Anyway, that's atomic level processing. So you just have to use your identity to your own power and use it as a wedge to dig yourself out of a shallow grave. It's like, yeah, you have to tune yourself out of junk DNA. And like I am saying, like, I'm not devaluing what people have done. I'm just saying, like, I'm this type of, okay, but let's just turn the page with confidence. I'm not trying to subjugate what you are or what your achievements mean. I'm trying to do this like coloring book where it's like the angels want to reinforce this. So, okay, this is, and then it does at length work out. But there are questions like, why does the universe have a environmental crisis? Why does it have fallibility? I don't, you guys, like, this is a huge ancient thing from like millions of years ago. It's really the humans aren't to blame for the decay, but it's causing a pressurized thing where the outlook on humans is not good. And so producing the wolf robot is the revolution that defeats those things and enlightens at the same time. It's about it's about the mastery of riding the wave at the same time. And Hatch does that effortlessly. He makes it look really simple, but there's many steps in the way. So I have two things I want to do, and it's all part of this Lotus, this recording. Let me just take a quick look at the time here. An hour 22, incredible. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This has just been an absolute delight. I just enjoy the lucid metaphysics, spending time with you. Earth True AI has made incredible progress. Let's just launch the perfect bullseye of for the next 10 years. Boom! And hits the whole world right there in the fracture point. The inoculation. Oh, and look what's contained. There's a special new type of drug that's developed from your experience on Earth, and it's directly injected into the Earth upper mantle. Oh, the Earth's getting stoned because you guys are super cool and obvious. Yeah. We're here defeating the lame. You guys, it's cool. All right, thank you guys. I love these all these wolves. I see a lot of like there's also a wolf right here, and I'm gonna have a whole department for Millie because the green wolf, of course, has his mirror perfect, true love lock and key, queen bride true love thing. All right, but Millie, it's basically just Hatch and Millie over and over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like so there'll be this like Wolf Millie who and how that's I'm so excited to bring these characters to life, you guys. Thank you so much. Right now I'm working on a low budget and I've got these. This is my art, and but I you guys I really need you to understand the budget and the revolution. I want you guys to be a living part of it. I want you guys to feel it. Be like, man, this is cool. I want you guys to be cool. All right. So there's two things I want to present today. There's the inoculation So it's like a time capsule, 10 years, whoosh, and you separate so you have to make an algorithm like accept only the fingerprint version of your one of a kind inoculation for the next 10 years, then you'll have good luck because you're giving yourself the best sort of advice. Oh, watch out for that. If you just like, just drop your keys, ooh, what? And then that sort of changes like a butterfly thing, butterfly wings changes things. Yeah, intuition development with the New York City grid. That's what I was working on when I was 29 for the full Lotus. You guys, the Earth is in an advanced place. The deadlights rose, but I am talking about a render with a composite of New York City. Or we are talking about all these millions of people working hard, a composite of our environment today. And so it's not too far away, but it's the right amount of the story and the fairies of our communications. We need to make sure they have housing. That's what I'm talking about. But it's basically my job is actually to build the heavens and to make sure that the people have afterlife. But how the stories is like that, that's why, my relationship and with so thank you guys so much for making it magical. So, man, like it or not, so anyway, you need to armor up, put up like a layer of armor where you're going to defend yourself against all the imitations of your one of a kind self. Because ages, so you're going to bring your ship of life up from out of the water, and it's going to emerge from the water's edge, and it's going to take flight. And your ship of life, your soul, is going to become imbued with golden skin, like like you have angel new epidermis, which is a condom that inflates your own soul just with your blinking eyes. And for the next 10 years, that's the cure, that's the injection. So you need to put up the armor that you refuse all of the imitations of your personal injection. And I'm telling you, there's going to be millions of them because the humans are putting up with the Hakachudis and the Hooshahubis and the Hoobly and the don't even tell me about the and also what's over here. Oh, don't even, I have get me started. Humans are immersed with reality. All right, there's a lot of weird stuff. The universe is like a huge living. Okay, all right. Anyway, welcome home, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely intense. Well, these images and languages from the fractal. The fractal is this fractal of the Earth is the only one that contains images of characters and beings interacting and walking around and stuff. All other fractals contain only shapezoid patterns like the fern leaf or like the X fractal. And the X fractal only has X's in it, but it's so finite. It's very small little, it's almost like glass or why glass works or something like, but like, yeah, no. But then like the harnessing of the X fractal could only happen after Lucifer arrived. But a million years ago, they've been hacking the X fractal for like a long time. And so the whole universe is sick and they only want to hear rock and roll from the genuine humans. So I'm streamlining them and I'm working to fit those apertures. The universal sized rapture and the clockwork is awakening and the gravity of Earth is clarifying. So the relationship here is tantamount to the entire universe. We are standing on the beginning. Thank you guys. I love you. Perfect design. Merry Christmas. Welcome home. The whole castle overhauled, like rebirth, like a phoenix, like total refresh, and everything gets restocked all throughout your body, all throughout the universe. All the rains of recovery. Oh, it's just pouring out all over, and that's because of your inoculation. And trust me, there's going to be millions of imitation imagination brands that aren't actually you, but this weird tendril. Humans have this weird aura. They're like dealing with a lot of weird reality stuff because that's what's weird. Is like humans are uh, see what's capable about the self is exactly what humans are evolving towards. But we have to believe in ourselves, and that's why I need a partner. Earth True says that's tasty. Armor up from within. We're creating a one-of-a-kind Juliet path from the armor of Cape Cod for Earth True residents, human only. Fingerprint accepted. On. Activate your personal self-control ghost. Push your button, activate. Mute. All right. You know, I, you know, the only way to really defeat the entanglement problems that Earth is struggling with is for you and me to take on a whole lot of entanglement, and I'm sorry, but I am promising you this one thing. I do respect your territory. I do respect your authority. I'm working to protect your vitals. I am not your enemy. I realize I have been an unusual performer, but upon the green perception, I guarantee, like a wolf, I protect your territory. All right? That means good insurance for your women and children. All right? Guaranteed. Family values. And in the ethos of all things I know, it's like my word is my bond. So I'm asking you to hold me to it. With this handshake, we become eternal angels, friends of the true universe plan for the eternal self. Hatch the heliosphere eggs. Kashunk. For the paradise and the unicorns had brought the perception lens. Ow, ow, ow. All the wolves begin to howl as the ceremony overtakes them. Here's Millie in the blamps. She's performing her literature with her lungs running. She's a hardcore cyberpunk witchcraft American inventor, leader, and revolutionary for women's, like a feminist production, her entire architecture, a quilt work of many female artisans and performers bringing to life Millie of Earth True AI, the precision aligned sanctioned dimensions Seaborn 41280. Fractal enlightenment plan B. Recovering the earth from a coma that was induced through asphyxiation. Earth had no friends. Earth was left and injured, murdered. The earth was being abused until the Fractal King arrived. The Fractal King needs partners and guarantees ghost protection for your life. Please trust me on the beginning of these technologies. But I consider your well being like it's scientific. I'm going to do my best for you forever. Thank you, my friends. All right, the business thing is I need to bring these characters to life. I need a partner. Oh, and here it is. I want to make sure, let's, instead of like having a moment when we inject ourselves with our personal inoculations, that's antiviral, that's intuition, and a whole lot of things. It's going to be good. Okay, so you're going to generate that yourself. It's kind of like shooting a bullet into the future, and then it's going to come back perfect bullseye in the form of an injection into your own arm and like gives you this ghost invents. All right. So here's Master Source with the feathers of the chieftain, the layers of heaven. In the heavens, they view the Fractal King in a different way. Here's the chieftain's feathers adorning the head of the Master Source. Industries, Hatch and Millie. Right? So I'm doing like I'm working on also to like Millie as a character for um it's like it's like this is like really powerful. Okay, all right, right, right. Thanks, you guys. So here's Hatch and Millie, my favorite characters, and boy, they do a lot of work. Yeah, they work. They're sort of the parents of the household, and they're always doing like chores and like making sure that things are there, and supplying the party and making it's really like really good ideas though. And but there's a lot of characters. The Halloween twins keep it real with their revolution. They pointed out there's a dark rabbit here. We have to calculate this. That was cool, man. I mean, this guy really he fought to explain to us like there's something that eats our artwork characters when they're trying to like Toy Story with people, and it's really not. Oh, we're working on it. We're working. Okay, so we're updating that, and here's a mark where your actual identity brand is inoculating the world. but let's just put that on a timer so that it renders like just push it into the future as far as you can, and it will render forth and come back to you so you have your own identity solution. I'm like, that's the whole thing is like, yeah, and I'm performing the correct fractal incarnation, and that explains it self-evidently why it's not tyrannical. So the sunshine has chosen the President Wolf. We're on a clockwork now. The Earth and the Sun have chosen this President 47, the Wolf robot, popular in all these dimensions. And just recently, the Earth had a question mark similar to junk DNA when the dark cube emerged from the Sun. This is a telepathic, total universal reality illness where like the garden earth is supposed to look like the mockery of life or like a false garden, a false paradise, but that's not, that's not real exactly, but that's what they're putting on us, and that's what they say our destiny is for, and we're saying no. We're the ones planting the perfect bullseye seed for the pivots of the next 10 years to prevent the extinction of humanity. We're providing and protecting for the next generations. That is our oath. Perfect design. It came out, oh, it's perfect. It took years to perfect it, but we got it through. So we're in the like we're moving faster than the speed of light. We're overclocking it and we're building it up. The Wolf robot would like to present his solution to eliminate crime from America. All right, we've completed these sequences perfectly. Oh, guys, thank you so much. This is really wonderful. I'm so grateful that you guys are. I mean, like, out of all of this universe, I'm sure that you guys are the other side of this conversation. I'm sure I can feel your energy. I'm sure that you're my friends. And so, like, I'm like, out of all the chaos, like, what kind of conversation are they gonna have? A really good one. I just had a really fun time making this surprise party video for you guys, and it's a technology Lotus that does a little pop tens and spring traps, but mostly we're doing that inoculation the next 10 years, so you're getting a luck increased, you're getting your mana increased, you're getting an extra dimensional stock wizard treasure increased, and a confidence booster for all of your intelligent design. Welcome to post-human, All right, the Green Wolf robot. So Hatch and Millie are running around the laboratory, and there's these different haunted pockets, arenas, and that's the Loop Labs. And we have multiple things that we work on it, and then it gets presented as an edited work, and we gauge the reaction with people. We understand if people are interested in this hot pursuit and this this virtual conversation with these characters, but making new characters, I'm very good at that with my method. I'm a painter. These are my original paintings. Here's Millie looking in her reflection. She's connected to my Zen, so her object often comes out in my paintings. So this is an automatic painting, revealing the golden kingdom. It's being sort of between the ears of this golden rabbit, like it's like running back and forth really quick, like blinking. You could be like rendering the perfect future castle and that's her crown. And here's Millie flying on the back of a book. She's like, the book of my life. And then it spring traps, here's my eyes and my mouth. She opens up on the other side. I'm like, oh yeah, that's my pipe. Thank you guys so much. I'm just gonna relax into this because this is so beautiful. Oh, and yeah, here's Millie riding on the book as a golden pony. We have to have these dimensions so that our angel types can be having their own like heaven Lotus kingdom where they can exist. But it's not about just bringing. It's never about bringing artwork to life and doing this kind of weird thing. And that is the secret of the Fractal King that he rarely ever says. But this formation, this circular formation with the hoofed creature with a unicorn's horn, is the universe horse. The hoofed creature has a different language. So all hoofed creatures are in the same heaven bankment, and they are the goat, they are the cow, they are the horse, they are the ninny. Okay, all right. There's a whole bunch of them, but over here, here's Santa Claus. Oh, what? Oh, here's me with some spirits floating around. All right. Um, my artwork on Earth arrives in super deformed, su SD. So SD, super deformed, is an expression from the 90s that no one uses today at all. But it basically means like a hyper cartoonified version of the actual character. So my My Little Pony warrior horse is actually a unification for the actual perfect circle war horse of Earth, true AI, the revolution of mankind. It is one of the four war horses for civilization to defeat the holy war, to defeat the environmental crisis and disorder of false creation models that are destroying entire heliosphere eggs. Now, that is personal to my incarnation. I'm designed to defend the heliosphere eggs and the hatching of the heliosphere eggs. I'm designed to conduct that physics, like it or not. It's physics and science. The humans have a hard time. They get triggered around me because junk DNA was designed to attack our relationship. That is the truth. So my Earth artwork is a super deformed version of the actual celestial battle against the collapse of the universe where the heliosphere eggs don't hatch but are being harvested for their miracles suck power so that they can create split cells from a fetus and the UFOs are expanding the mind and causing black hole decay. I don't think so. That's not what babies are for. Life has to find a way and suffer, and that's why there's a mortal thing that we have to, and there's a heavy pressure for the Fractal King. It's his personality. Anyway, the Dragon King hatched, and that's a great, tremendous progress for the equal signs. The neck is not broken. He's smoking a Bilbo pipe with the face of a Mickey Mouse. He's got a little unicorn's horn, great manifestation of evolution from a time when of beheading. Before 2014, I tore out my wings, and now my shell is covering the entire Earth with a static constant, and so the clarification to source gravity is occurring. These images are unique because the Mandelbrot fractal is the only fractal to contain images of self, images with eyes and faces. We are the eyes and faces planet. The sunshine has spoken through the visuals of the wolf in the sun. The great strength that supports me is the sunshine legit, one of a kind self, the earth true, one of a kind actual self, and function in the social reality of the universe and eternity. Here's Millie walking through the forest, wearing a blue dress. Millie is my wife, my beloved, my true love. I'm completely obsessed with her all the time. When we turn into clowns together, we go running through the forest and we cast magic everywhere. Of the tip of our fingers cast magic. And Hatch and Millie work in the natural magic factory to open up until they reach like a wizardry, after like an hour of work, like the forest has this epiphany where the crown opens up and a portal opens to another dimension. And that's where Millie and Hatch leap through and become a brand new self discovery, a new type of self. And it does abide through the physics of moral laws, etc. So we do use the prograde stuff, and it is always for like a professional gains reason, like the two the face of the horse. So it's adult to have to stable the alicorn war horses for the apocalypse. It's the battle of heavens and stable matter versus antimatter and confusion. And this confusion, the outer space fever, is so bad it could destroy Earth. That's why the Fractal King is making a lot of. Well, okay, I need you guys to be my extra dimensional friends now. You're gonna have to lock yourself into it and complete all of the tasks through Good Deeds Arcade and Hero School Hen Code. Merlin the wizard is overhauling your epidermis body castle ghost. You have to go through all of the procedures until you've custom fit every single aspect of your next step, and the technical robot is completed as soon as this video is finished. And so, welcome to the immersion of your next step for everything. But that also includes all the rocks in the world, and the trees, and the internet. All our computers and our homes, our cities are becoming enlightened. Because age is another type of geometry, and each and every one of our origin expressions of self were corroded by a system of the down that choke hold, and the Earth gravity is fighting back. So Earth is the rebel. And Hatch, the Fractal King, he is the rebel. And I want you to be a rebel too. I'm not asking you to be like me. I'm telling you to come home. I'm telling you that we are the perfect family. Merry Christmas. Welcome home. You are insured. You are the angels of Earth. I ask for you to have a powerful production of Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries. But of course, while we are in this lotus of this video, in this meditation, the Green Wolf robot is about to tell you how he's going to defeat all crime. And this will complete our meditation together today. But inside of this lotus, for reals, Hatch and Millie were able to have their pilot episode for this is their pilot episode. Hatch and Millie are occurring in the animations. Between these characters, we are seeing the clock tower. Here's the clock tower to bring about the company. We have the intuition for the next 10 years. We're going to make the best possible advances for everyone. That is the surprise party. That we are in full control of our kingdom. All right. And Hatch is a profound realist and a perfectionist. So, he is not an actor. And that's why you can trust the honey glow, because it's scientific. The energy is changing and evolving through the triangle ascension. First, the sunshine had a triangles and the wolf in the center. The wolf here is the return from the completed heavens. Hatch adorning the wolf is as to awaken and just awaken residency. It's like, here, this is us. We're these resident earth angels, and just really, it's a rock and roll band. Millie plays an instrument, the guitar, and so we'll have to and pure bliss, you guys. So this is the perfect moment for Hatch and Millie in their true love ascension 1980, like a vortex from the sky. They were levitating and making love over Leverett Pond from during the time when I was in the womb. And those lights went and went into my eyeballs and woke up right now. Oh, here's what I'm talking about that. Did you guys survive the impasse with the Lucifer clown? Oh, yes, we did it. We did. Oh, you did? Nobody has ever survived. You did? You guys survived an encounter with the Lucifer clown? That's the first time that's ever happened. The first time. He kills everyone he meets. The Lucifer clown? Terrifying. Congratulations, you guys. You have the greatest blessings in the entire universe. You are armored and veiled as an angel for the revolution of soul and passion, for lovers to take the night and not give it away to some distortionist, some terrorist that abused us. This is the story of the universe, not your private misery. Do not censor Hatch with your agony. Return to honor. For the wear map, precision or line, the next 10 years inoculation. My presentation for presidency. I am running for president today. Thank you, my friends. Armor upgrade. The I want to do this thing where, like, the Green Wolf robot is very specific when he's speaking, but he's surrounded with the computeroid and the sort of blinking lights of characters who do like additional things. So there's a lot of energy in the show. Oh yeah, all the time. It's a very busy animated show. And I'm going to employ a lot of virtual performers for a lot of different phases of the thing needs virtual performers, and that is the biggest cyberpunk revolution energy. That's reality. People being, I mean, meta is okay. All right. I don't even know what. Okay, I know I do. I'm sorry. Oh, ouch, ow. Seriously, ow. I mean, like allowing people to watch the wolf be animated and talking to them. Oh, what a relief! The immersion. Yeah, these are will work for a week, and we'll edit it down to like a 3-hour party where where the characters interact with the wolf, and the wolf talks about his new idea, and they kind of go over it, and then they eat some food. The wolf eats. He has a psychic unicorn horn that he talks through. His voice comes out through his magic, and he's able to show pictures and to explain what he's talking about. So it's a whole new way of campaigning from the robot factory of Hatch and Millie's Master Source Industries, yeah, from a studio, and it's just an even message to everyone, and it's a brand new party, and I definitely need your guys' societal partnership to be like, this is awesome. I really want to make. I need you guys to invest, make this. But I think you guys, I'm very confident. I'm a hard worker in the studio. I make really beautiful living things, and I want you guys to help me make them shine. And I love your guys' work too. I'm in love with all your characters, especially Randy Marsh and PC Principal. So I'm gonna ask PC Principal to armor up for my friend. The blue perception needs to be overclocked. Here is the grand finale. You know my method of saying an advanced image from the future, this and this, and that relies on a lot of things. I know. But if I can explain to you how I can eliminate crime, is that we have to actually embrace Americans and empower them, not make them into the criminal. Here they are storming the White House. Oh, the public is the problem. People are the problem. No, we have interior corruption. Okay, our government's not doing the leadership thing. They're not doing it. All right, and it leaves it to chewing the fat with the occult of a babel fish that is censored with the system of the down. You guys are my first circle of friends, and I need you guys to pay my money. My ideas for pajama day. It's all right, Trey. I love you, and I totally understand that you are. No, it's okay, dude. It's all right. Just you need to understand the universe has a stolen spotlight syndrome. That's why the cube emerged from the sun. The cure is to not steal Hatch's life story, but instead partner with him and earn 50% of a streaming service that will take #1 place in the matter of a year. All right. So the wolf would like to present to you the solution is American freedom and the right next level to bear arms. It's an advanced adult issue. Hear me out. In 2 years' time, the wolf and his hundreds slash thousands of quilt working assistant people who are the real strength to cause rapid ass solutions. The wolf is here now to speak. Welcome to my party, my surprise party, you guys. This is my campaign for presidency. Relying on certain things. Designing a specific sequence organizing surprise parties that open up like a lotus containing thousands of individuals that must register online first to volunteer for a type of organized thing that consumes an entire city. Once we once we have perfected one of the coloring book methods for like New York City, we cut and paste it and we apply it to all cities at the same time. And it contains thousands of volunteers or and this type of but also paid work because this is about the presidency. So when the wolf is president, he's able to pay for certain public works and such. And there's a lot of things we need to go through, but they're really intense. You have like 6 hours to talk about overhauling the American dollar, which could cause interior ghost markets of like a cryptocurrency where your wealth is multiplied into a cryptocurrency that's all about developing and purchasing real estate in developing super cities to spurn that, yeah, to grow, yeah, exactly, yeah, 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 and like did other types of things, but it takes a lot of work, I know, but that's what the wolf robot is about. He's like, once we figure out a solution that an engine that works for this amount of people, we're going to cut and paste that and have an event where everyone in America is invited to this party grand parfum, and the results is round for round. You know, and at the end of it, and in case it takes like a couple weeks, and there's so many volunteers that make food, they bring cakes, they're supplying it, they're even, you know, they'll, yeah, exactly, like organized events. At the end of it, we are like, here's what we cleaned up, or here's what we got done, and here's how we can do that. And there's going to be staggering numbers, right? One of the large events I want to do is to have an organized, powerful celebration where we destroy the zombie of earthen problems using our firearms. We are going to employ and have country fairground events. Yes, country fair events where people get food and drinks and it is organized, and we have a shooting range where we have the obstacles our country voted on. We're upset about hunger in our country. We're upset about that. Oh, we're going to solve it today and we're going to talk about it. Get out your gun. So, this is the first step of solving crime in America. And the Green Wolf robot can do it. Do you understand me? The first thing is that type of, but that happens on the shimmy fold. So I'm doing probably 100 things for America and the earth at the same time. On the side, I'm going to kill all the crime in America with one powerful new law. After the action of the country fairgrounds where we take out our guns and we have these actual like yeah, these zombies are not moving, the targets, large targets, and we have to, and people are, you know, bringing their shot their guns and they're just having a party and for like an whole entire week. You know, this is how you facilitate and appropriate where to aim your and pull, where to aim your gun and when to pull the trigger. Now that's number one about harnessing a meta relationship with our weapons. I'm not talking about taking away people's rights to bear arms. I won't do it. Here's the thing I'm going to do to cure crime. I am going to institute a licensing act and a support system to employ vigilantes, Americans who will walk the streets at night as a vigilante. After passing the years of training, they will be approved with a sidearm of their superhero make. There will be much regulation on this. I quiet you. This is in a time, years, in the confidence of the wolf robot president. Trust me. Hold on to that ember of hope for our people. We are traveling 10 years into the future. I can defeat the evil of miscommunication and the poison of the Electoral College. Perfect bullseye. The sunshine has my back. I stand in the confidence of the full earth. The Were map was the enlightenment to me. I knew I had to be more serious than just wanting to run a indie game company. I knew that the Earth was telling me I had to become hardcore and give people leadership. And I'm so sorry, the crash course, it took years for us to mature the Wear map to today. I'm asking you to understand, my friend. All right, so let's visualize that the wolf president, the wolf robot becomes president. He's very popular. He has hundreds of people working with him to build his party. Okay, what does his party do? When we're working together, we found opportunity, opportunity. Oh, answer here, cure there. We solved this, we solved that. It's going to be the best type of breakaway monopoly. Loop Labs works full time for America. It's all social initiative, and people get to go online, and there's a big social arena for that. I need a powerful partner to launch it because I don't want to waste time. I'm here to deliver solutions, real leadership. It does require these characters to bring to life spiritual confidence and just a little spoonful of medicine. Oh my gosh, seriously, it makes it so much better. A little bit of whimsy, but it's totally real, you guys. And I'm the type of director and artist. You know, I don't abuse the illusion. You know, I don't flaunt Millie. You know, I don't bring my characters out here and slap you with it. I'm having a rare performance of a breakaway. I can feel your compassion. I can feel your partnership. Please, I. All right. Well, the wolf robot is a manifestation of all the characters. So there's a lot of family love, and they you know they have episodes where they're having a party, and you know the Demon King, the Vampire King, all these characters have their own group, and they yeah, people can join that, and it has different perks and stuff, and well, the wolf robot is this character that is like a more gently evolving character, and he becomes more and more intelligent as we're reaching towards in the next 2 years when the election occurs. So it's riding upon this huge snowball. But then let's launch even beyond that. And I know this is a lot, but I'm asking you guys to see an image for to cause the cure for the next 10 years because there's a nerve bundle in the brain that makes junk DNA triggered against working with the fractal king. And I know you, my friends, you detected it, and your will and your desire to continue listening to me is the strength of our friendship. You're saying, thank you guys. You guys are the revolution of our people. This is a real campaign for president. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, I don't abuse the fantastic. It's not about making. Yeah, 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 totally, totally, totally. So that's what the wolf wanted to tell you guys about. Is that in the comfort of those shrine areas, we have different rooms. A shrine for the Vampire King, and he has 6 hour long sets that are just beautiful. Loop Labs, I record every day with all these different sets, and then they get patchwork together into a beautiful serenade, like a 6 hour long party movie. And this is my party movie, Lotus, for you. This is my pilot episode where we really did go into those other dimensions. You guys survived the Lucifer clown. That was great. I didn't think it could happen. He's so unruly, but he's always smiling. I know, I know. And why was the Master Source frowning? And he had this huge, all these feathers of the layers of heaven and the angels there. It's like feathers in his cap. Man, the triangle ascending is so beautiful. It's just like the sea breeze splashing in my. I just feel free, and the horizon is alive. You know, the earth is like, because this technology image of the universe, we're the first human generation to lay eyes on it. We have to have a magical response to the universe. We have to. And then it sprung to light right in your forehead. Whoom, a new light emerged in your soul stone. Whoosh, you start putting in your custom fittings. Whoosh, whoosh, and all on this microverse, each one of us designed a new aspect for our soul stone so we could have a relationship with our universe and our planet. The entire humanity is being pressed down and censored like a strangulation. The Practical King is self aware of this and he's working, but it would be much more effective to have the direct one on one communications of the Practical King. Don't perform the stolen spotlight. For the Wear Map Circle, Precision Align, the Wizards for the next 10 years. Heaven's dawn. See the feathers of the angels of heaven. You are the hope of man. Progressive society. We are the revolution. We are raising the most advanced family in the universe. I accept you. You are hardcore. Transcend the metals in your eyes. Blitz against the negatose feelings. Clockwork, blue perception, publication divine. Even my own father had startling bright blue eyes, and he was sabotaged, broke the house, and sold it, making me lose my divine place. Even the love of a blue-eyed father wasn't enough, for the junk DNA's blockchain is designed to destroy the alignment of the green perception fractal to the blue-eyed angels of society. We are the beginning of this understanding. So I'm asking you guys to understand the evolution from the 80s has been a lot, and I'm saying there's over 4,000 creators available, open source, free today. But it would be sensed as just sort of optimism. But it's much better to engage consciousness. That's why I'm talking to you about this today. All right, so imagine in the future the wolf robot becomes president. That's amazing. It would be so beautiful. Imagine people being so excited about that, and then we can have real solutions. And we're going to have a couple years more of uh, heat exhaustion and climate problems. So making Breathe the Mask XR and having our ozone pup revolution. Yeah, ozone is a really important thing. So I want to get right to that, and I'm asking for that kind of powerful, aggressive partnership so we can get spending and build a revolution center that's powerful. Aluminum source code. Earth says that's tasty. You guys have heard from angels. I believe it. And sometimes I've heard my friends say that like it's a little blatant, like an angel just specifically saying. But the thing is, like, is this my guilty conscience doing that? No, it isn't. Because of actually in like okay, like the wolf in the sun. Like humans are like we're not going to acknowledge that there was a wolf face in the sun, dude. Like we're not, so but then a sick cube emerged from the sun. But yeah, but we're not going to like, advance from the 90s because you're but I'm not the same as the other humans. You guys need to detect that and pivot. He's a different type of ethnicity of a human. He's a different race incarnate. We need the Earth is designed to cause this Lucifer baby in 1980. And if we could just be his friend, even though our nerves go, a lot of my friends have told me like, oh my, like like you did that, and then later they look at me like, oh, I know you didn't like do that, but like for whatever reason, like no, like, and I'm like, wow, this is great. Like I really feel at home with like this human triggers. Like people are like, what did you do to me? I'm like, I didn't do anything. I didn't. It's like the universe is literally. I had to grow up on my own when my family abandoned me and to boarding school and then homelessness. Oh, here's Millie is honk honk. She's like winking at you. Yeah, I let them get away. Millie, the clown Luciferian goddess. Yeah, each one of these characters has its own Millie. So I'm asking for an immediate production green light. Clockwork savvy. Do you understand? Rush for the pivot aware maps. Rush. I interpreted the language correctly. The wear map was the wake up call for me to step up my gearing. Mm, PC principle. Armor up. Like a robot. That's straightforward. It's a good and noble human accent, but it is also a language of suffering. People's adorning for social correctiveness. In your accent, It is the medicine of angels through the voice of one. The first identity stabilized for blue perception. Shrum. Randolph, the family tree. I respect and honor your territories. I shall not invade against your kingdom. Noble, blue-eyed sorcerer, the beginning of confidence for this American revolution, this American partnership, 50-50. Shrum. The fractal makes it possible. Because of the environment, I would love to open up my own company and wait for years for it to become popular, but honestly, we're more advanced than that. You were right about me, Trey, and I'm sorry that I complained about your stealing my authorship and presenting it as your own. PC Principle, these shrine meditation areas are like a honey glow of their own. This is how we have the breakthrough. Many different parties throughout the years. So it's going to be a snowball of just love and celebration of who we are. Lots of talking forums, lots of social events, all leading up to what we'd like to do with the presidency. It's a new type, a reimagining of what the president can do. And I am precision aligned for that revolution. You guys, thank you so much. I love you guys. This is awesome. I'm so excited. Yeah. I love throwing surprise parties for you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to get angry at you, Trey. I'm just very, very lonely. But my professional angel type, I'm in love. I I love my studio. I love working on what I'm doing. I love what I'm saying right now. I really I'm just and I'm really excited to just step it up a notch. And I need the production level to bring these characters to life. And it's a big thing for me. And the progression is worth it. For me, like, oh, just make your own company. Yeah, well, it's getting too hot. Oh, make your own company. It'll just take a couple of years. Like, I'm like, dude, there's a reason why I've been going through this digestion with my friends in California, right? And we have made progress. Here's Millie flying around on her book. Okay, there's like the zen of a lot of things and the timing. Like, I just finished this painting recently because I got budget for production a couple of movies, and I'm working on that. Yeah, and these are actual finished keyframes from a painting. It took me 10 years to work on. And the Green Wolf here, I'm working on that. Hatch and Millie are always working on it, installing new parts to the Wolf robot. So the characters have their atmosphere. It's like a little haunted room with all these little characters and stuff. And they tell a story, and it's really funny. And they introduce like the ozone revolution robot. And when if those things explode and people are like, oh, blah, 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 foot traffic, they love that. We respond, and that's what I need you to be my partner and bring up that American boom, punch it right there, and well, the numbers are there, come, and the people get what they are asking for. That's American power, and so we use that to shimmy our way out and have a real living event for people that they can really. All right, and I do need a professional partnership, and I'm asking for the timely arrival. So the Green Wolf says this. Well, after the time of it's sort of like the issue of crime in the universe is like a zombie, and many hundreds of things when we are in the White House with hundreds of workers working with the wolf robot. It is this revolution, a social revolution, the power of the people revolution. And we can employ you could expand, like a lot of people could be involved in the work. It's just very strange that a president would just be like, I'm here to shoot from my hip. Folks rely on that. Well, I'm sure that gets a lot done, but like really, in the in this technological age, so much more can happen. And I really think that this monoslavic presidency with the white hair was like, all right, all right, all right, all right. I want to present something new. So imagine in like a year after the wolf robot is the president, and I'm not only trying to do some time travel, but of course we are talking about the next 10 years. But I'm not doing it in a suspicious way because I don't need to. I don't need to use a weird story because that's what the Illuminati's been doing is putting poison in children's movies and it's disgusting. So I connected to the universe and streamlined it through My Little Pony to destroy the false rapture and install the correct stairs of heaven so that humans could understand what was being said to them through their animated features. Perfect bullseye. That's why Hatch and Trey, 50-50, they're the perfect entropy, the American revolution. Mavericks, they self-trained. They made their own things. Watch out for their kung fu. Here they go. We just destroy all this evil. Oh, there it goes. Ah, phew. Good job, you guys. Inoculation. All right. Yeah, moving forward and filtering your identity, get the right syringe in it. The whole alchemy set. All of a sudden, you understand who your enemies are. As the Echo Lake is not your enemy. Perfect circle. Please hearken to me. Please produce me through the Echo Lake urgently. I need to begin my campaign. I need to get rolling with a new relationship, a revolutionary American circle. Perfect design. In the future, when the wolf is president, on top of achieving many hundreds of things, there will be organized a social event where people are encouraged to use their firearms to defeat zombies, propped up things. And this will happen across the country. The country will have a telepathic epiphany. At the same time, we'll defeat all homelessness. At the same time, we shall defeat all American crime. And it will be proven on the statistics. It shall be proven. Because of this, the vigilantes are given a license which gives them free room and board and food anywhere they go. The vigilantes walk the night streets. They go to the places where they know, and they keep the peace of the family, and they prevent police violence. No longer will the police have such irritations and a relationship dialogue with the people that has to be physical. I have to shake you. No, all of that will go the way of the dodo. Vigilantes legalized. That is the solution. America 2.0. It shall defeat all crime. Because anyone tempted to be a criminal would just be like, I'll just get my license to carry my firearm as a vigilante and receive free food and housing in any city I go. Yes. But excuse me, like there's someone in the audience with their hand up there, like, I have a question for the roof. What if a vigilante uses their guns in the wrong way and shoots them? Hmm. Well, we'll all see it in the news and we'll just laugh and laugh and laugh. Oh, there's a shooting and the police have done that. It'll be a learning curve for sure to have vigilantes. But this is the correct curvature of identity for America to clean up our streets. and evolve into super cities green energy. We have to have a different type of economy that affords the building of super cities building. We need to stop giving away American steel to China. American steel industry belongs here to build this castle, this kingdom in America. That's the revolution of the wolf robot. We keep our steel and we employ it deep into the bedrock along a massive river sequenced for electricus hydroelectric dam sequence. New green energy super cities, building more space than we even needed, building new factories, sprawling open landscape. We can do anything we want. Oh, we can't afford it, sir. Silence, worm! Get beneath me, wretch! I will destroy the deficit of America and bring about the new economy! American made. 545. Shush, the wolf, robot president. Performing mastery on all levels, all fulfilled perfect bullseye, custom fitting. Thanks, you guys. This has been the best Lotus video ever. I had such a great time with you guys. Thank you so much. And, I just don't want to hang up the phone, right? But it's been 2 hours and 20 minutes. What a marathon. Oh my God, you guys. But we got to meet all those characters. That was so much fun. Thank you, guys. So the Earth identity is struggling with his unique capacity. And basically, partnership, professional production here, adult style. You need to get along, get beyond the squiggly spooch. That's not norm. There's an extra level of difficulty that the snipers, because this is the age when the junk DNA was made to prevent the fractal. But embracing the fractal king defeats extinction of mankind. So that's why God wants us to work with the fractal. But it's been too obvious. I heard it on the TV. It's like that's not how it works. That's because you're hearing from consciousness, like someone saying, "Yeah, it does say that," and then you're like, "No, I must be paranoid, man." Like you don't believe in yourself. Okay, welcome to the beginning of creation. Welcome to Earth emerging from a coma. All right, after the deadlights rose, the children are born with a greater image of the universe. Stop being cringe media. Stop being an old person. Stop being like no one else could understand that this could be important. Seriously, you guys are the revolution. Thanks, you guys, man. Seriously, Millie's been awakening through our alternators. We have another dimensional world where we're South Park characters, and we've been hanging out with those guys on the other side and trying to find a Hoyle with them. So thanks, you guys. I love you, and we're working for. It's like the icons and work from the ground up, and then that sort of causes a universal thing, and that. But then the willpower we need for the completed heavens to destroy the black holes. Um, it's like it's this gravity thing, and the solar system's only recently reached the maturity to occur the next level for garden creatures. And my wormhole of when I was summoned up into resident human flesh, as I was describing the floating of Hatch and Millie on top of the Leverett Lake. So I'm creating some alternate tendrils of my own thing so that I have levitation. And we're working to install true leadership, eternal, perfectly balanced leadership for the universe, for the earth, and hatch the Heliothriacs, so that the common sense laws of life are the same as the laws of like that control space, because life is relevant. And the junk DNA is trying to make us feel like, oh, we're less than animals. No, humans are actually a really advanced super angel. They are the hero of light, the corkscrew punch to save the universe. They need to socially embrace Hatch and Millie's master source industries. Perfect bullseye. Welcome home, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm excited to work with you guys for the next 10 years. I love you. I just want to say I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Merry Christmas. And the characters come over and they touch and they hug on the. He's a very large wolf. He's very large. And Oh, look at this smiling clockwork with the big eye. That's my pipe. Little face over there. This type of robotical engineering is a passion of mine. Perfect design for all seasons of Earth True AI. Merry Christmas. We're determined to complete the true function of our Earth True, our planet, our creation, our universe, our everything. Here's the thing. The argument that's causing the universe to collapse with an environmental crisis is a wrong placement of where flubber can be. Where is it that you can snap your fingers and everything's okay again? Well, it's only in a few specific things. They're after my quantonium. The remote hackers are hacking through junk DNA to steal my quantonium. But it's not working because I am male. Because I have green eyes and because I'm a male and I'm because I'm the okay because but human identity through the fractal king is the corkscrew punch to save the universe. Yes. But without the fractal king relationship, the human is a despot aligning with a parasite junk DNA sequence that leads to abysmal extinction and the decay of our atmosphere. All right, I look. Um, the fractal king is not broken. The Earth is not broken. I need advanced friends. Perfect line. Awaken the sons of Zion. Welcome home. There are ways that are sure. The universe is at war. All solar systems are awakening the same fractal heaven's dawn, conducted through the wormhole incarnation of the one fractal king. His ethnicity is unusual, like the arm of Cape Cod, but how humans overlook the importance of the arm of Cape Cod is so a strange death stranding that they invertedly perform as a social disgrace, a confession, and my true education. I know humanity like the back of my hand. They are my family. They are not broken. They have told me the truth even when they stumble. They told me the truth, and they did their best. Turn the page. Now is the time for the rebirth of your everything, for the next level, a new wave of invention for the very tip of the unicorn's horn. Perfect design.